G'day mate, and welcome back to Factorio with me, JD, and Train Smarts. Yeah, we're going to do Train Smarts. So, I went and checked, and I know how to do this now, I hope. So, we're going to get rid of SpaceX for just a moment, so I can actually hover over things. We want you to output to this constant combinator, which is then going to let us read everything in the robot network. So that's stage number one. Stage number one is I want to read low density structures. And I want to say if they're less than 1,000 in the network, we're going to output one low density structure. Okay, and then we're going to hook this up to a bit of wire to a power pole so I can confirm the maths as we go. So currently that's not outputting anything because we're well over 1,000. In fact, low density structures are, I don't know, 2.7 thousand in stock. So they're what, third row down, second from the end, at the end. They're dropping. Okay. So next thing I want is I want to decide an arithmetic combinator. This one is going to take in, and this is where things get a little bit tricky. Actually, the other thing I need to do is I want to edit this train, and I don't want an inactivity count. I want to make sure the train is empty. No, cancel. Yeah, I want to remove inactivity, no wait timer. I want to make sure the train is empty before it comes down, or before it leaves. Now, currently, remember, it has no cargo wagon on it, so it's definitely in the empty variety. Where are you trying to path to? The pineapple. Don't path to the pineapple. Go back to where you started from. Actually, train. Come park right. Okay, you pulled up. Pull up right here. Passenger present. Stop. And you went and tried to go past this train, which takes forever to unload. Yeah. Because we're just not using a lot of uranium. Yeah, I need to add somewhere to have way more of those stocked up. Okay, so I want to have if low density structures, which this is going to output one low density structure. So I want low density structures multiplied by -1 output low density structures. I actually want to remove that condition, and I want you to output stacked low density structures. Here's our train. We can put our wagon on there. At the same time, I realized that's not hooked up. So I'll do that as well. We'll send you back to I'm that guy Jason. Okay, so that gets us to here. So I want to wire from here to here. I want to wire into that power pole. And as we can see, because this guy's not outputting anything, we've got nothing on this power pole, nothing on this power pole, nothing's happening so far. So also want to remove that wire. So if I change this, just to test things, and set that to above 1,000, this is now outputting a 1. This is now outputting a -1. So then if I take that bit of wire and I hook it into that station, in theory, requesters, no. In theory, you're only half full, but we don't really care. I move you forward to P. Sullivan. It now comes to smart main base drop-off. And that is purely because this train station is receiving a signal of -1 low density structure. So it calls a train to deliver low density structures, which is brilliant. That's exactly what we wanted. And the train's going to come here, and it's going to wait till it's empty. So it's going to load this chest. Now I need to have you unload onto a belt, then reload onto a stacker, then unload into a belt box, and then unload into a belt, and then reload into a passive provider chest, and voila, we have a lovely system. It's automated, and if I set that back to there, it means anytime we get under 1,000 low density structures in this network, this train, well, a train will get called from this outpost down to here to drop them off. Now, at the moment, I also have this. No. This one. Lions. Lions is also supplementing our low density structures from the excess that we don't need for our fast and light drive, because this little build is more than enough to keep up with our fast and light drive. Our fast and light drive is held up by productivity modules, which is held up by red circuits of all things. And this is a correct build. It is running at 100% speed. Well, actually, technically, I could probably get a bit more out. That's a purple belt. It looks like it squeezed a little bit more out of this machine. Iron production overload. Yeah. I don't know why. But in theory, I could squeeze a little bit more out of that. That's a green belt. That's a purple belt. You only output a green belt's worth, don't you? 50. Yeah. It should be running at full speed. Express belt. Oh, rapid express. Ah. Yeah, there's blue belt right there. That's slowing down the whole build just a little bit. Okay, so I need to go up there and I need to fix that. But we have automated one system. So now, anytime the base gets low in low density structures, they're automatically going to be shipped over, which is exactly what we want. Unfortunately, low density structures are not the problem in the main base. It is rocket control units. Actually, they're going up now. Oh, that little tweak was maybe all we needed. There is 0.2 overproduction. 0.16. 2.4. I'll take it. We'll throw that on there, and maybe that's enough to keep the base up and running. Because I'd really like to go do other things, honestly. I don't really want to make a rocket control unit build. Where is our fuel? Do I have purple belt on me? I have purple belt, purple undergrounds. Yes. Okay. So, fast and light drive is what's going to be holding us up the most. So we're going to go all the way out here, and we're just going to go fix that. And the answer is I'm just going to purple belt everything. Wrong build entirely. So this is running. This will provide us a crap ton, like more low density structures, I think, than we could even hope to launch currently. But I also need to do the exact same for rocket control units. Not so much rocket fuel. Like rocket fuel, well, I could refineries. That one's got a fire stack. That one's got a fire stack. Yeah, we've got a little bit of extra. As it is, I'm literally cracking all the heavy into light, cracking all the light into petroleum. I could definitely come up here and not crack all the light and have a lot of excess light that we could turn into rocket fuel. That wouldn't be an issue at all. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to upgrade that bit right there. Okay, does that let you output any better? Yes. Yes, one little bit of blue belt was slowing this whole thing down. Okay, and on principle, purple, 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 helps if I put that purple in at that end and reverse it the right way. Yep. That's already purple. That's now all purple as well. We'll make that purple. You're definitely not going to run any faster. See, again, I got some blue belt there. I'm going to make that purple. Because believe it or not, we're not getting red circuits in to make efficiency modules quite as fast as we're making the other modules. You know, we can see that we're now at a point where we have plenty of productivity, plenty of efficiency, even though efficiency was miles ahead of the others, And actually, speed modules, this build here is what's slowing us down, which is green circuits, which is... more green circuits needed. That's already running at rapid speed. Yeah, it's just I'm pulling everything sideways. And this just gets whatever's left over. Which is unfortunately pulled off first. Maybe that's a way of doing things. Because that thing makes sure this is full, and then that, whatever's left over, feeds into productivity and efficiency. Yeah, maybe that'd work. Yeah, we now see red circuits are doing way better than they were 5 seconds ago. It's still a red circuit issue. Like, there ain't enough of them. That's the catch. The faster blue circuits runs, the less red circuits we have. The faster these builds here that use green circuits run, well, they're not going to affect our red circuit production, but they're going to put more pressure on our red circuit production and therefore more pressure on our blue circuit production. And there isn't enough overproduction in what I have to run this at full speed. If I provision enough overproduction, these belts would stay full at all times, but there's just not quite enough. It's trying its hardest, but yeah, it's just not quite enough to keep it running. Now, in saying that, I do have... okay, back to the main network. So I have 112 prod 6s there, plus the 175, so that's like 300-ish. And how much does one of these builds use? Yeah, there to there to there to there. It uses... we have enough. We actually have enough. So I go down and stamp out another one of these to just pump out like speed modules. Speed modules is the other thing. I haven't. We're making one productivity 6 per minute, but 0 speeds. Where'd my train go? I hope I picked it up. I'm guessing I did. Okay. We definitely have... I have no way of getting a train over there. Okay, we're going to come in here and I'm going to run across. Actually, we're going to go to there. Let's just stop the train. Yeah, we'll run from here. So yeah, we have enough productivity modules that we can go play with the blue circuit problem that we've been putting off for a long time because it didn't have the modules to support a bigger and better blue circuit production. Which means once that's done, once that key part is done, and I can then say, yeah, we have plenty of production for everything. So it's just dead. It has no blue circuits. There's a lot of productivity modules stacked up. Once that's done, I can then, in theory, start looking at a situation where we can just go and duplicate this whole build. Let's do that, and I'll leave a 1 tile gap because potentially I want to share these beacons. I'm going to put one of those right here in the middle. You got liquids I'm going to deal with. I hate the pipes. Okay. We're going to upgrade. So taking in 38, and we're making 2. And we should still take in 38, but we make 4. So it's a vast increase. But it means I need to get 38 green circuits into one of these things, which is going to be a nightmare. Plus I need to run in a pipe. Okay. Pipe, go away. Now the best I've seen so far is if we just do a loader like that. And or maybe it's time to look at that recipe. Okay, where is one of these? Copy that, paste that there. We're going to change you to compressed green circuits. Change you to compressed copper wire. Alright. You still ratio out. You make 3.6 and you only use in 1.5. But that's way easier to balance. Only trying to get 3 out of this machine rather than trying to get 90 out of this machine and then feed into these things. It just simplifies everything. It does mean that I have to rebuild everything to use compressed or stacked recipes. Just like think of it like pallet loading. Like you're making a pallet of green circuits and then you're just shipping off a whole pallet's worth rather than, you know, individually laying them on the belt. Okay, we're gonna not do that for this one. We're gonna just do normal blue circuits, which is under that one. Which, like I said, needs 38. Actually, 35, 26. 26 is too low. 29. 29 is getting close. Change your recipe back to green circuits and your recipe back to copper wire. You make 19. If I had 3 of these using 30, and I think that's the maths we're going to work on. We're just going to pretend that that says 30, which means if I copy that and I paste it there, it does mean you. So even purple belt's not fast enough. Actually, no, because the first one pulls off 30. Yes, so if I run 2 green belts like this, which is 120, and I import them like that, then we pull off 30, it means this bit of belt here is at green speed, and then that bit would be a blue speed. Okay, cut that, slide it back a little bit. Okay, so there's no hope for sharing beacons. Or actually, okay, which means that can come all the way down there and be run like right up against. So then I can copy that again. We can take you down to purple, that on green at this one, which is still too fast, and then blue belt into there. So that becomes the build. It also means my acid pipe is right here. Straight bit of pipe. Okay, so I can share the... Oh, red circuits. Yeah, I forgot about those. Okay, you want to what? Oh, and output. Output would help as well. Yeah, I'm doing well. Okay, you wanted what? You wanted 7.9 and you're going to output 9. Okay, so if we do 7.9, actually, if we do a input like this with stack inserters, because that's just easy. Actually, we did work out we can sideload these things. So if I do like that, because this is only going to output 9, So I can sideload quite a few of these per belt. So I can do 2 of these in a row, fed by 2 separate lots of green circuits, and we'd only have 10 blue circuits out. This is currently producing 40 with a whole shit ton of green circuits in. Okay, so I want to... Oh, this could be so horrible. Okay, I want to cut this. And I'm putting that over there in case we need to refer to it. I want to cut this. I want to paste it there. I want to swap over my robots. Go bots. Watch my inventory fill up with all sorts of junk. Okay. So. Logistics, trash is on. Get rid of some of those. Get rid of those. That's a good start. Turn on the other robots. Okay. So we want to upgrade you to green belt speed. Not that you really need it, but sure. We're then going to have your input, and we're going to put in a single substation in the middle that powers everything. Acid is here. My inventory is still full. What can go away? Those can go away. I don't need the combinators. I don't need the light. I don't need a substation or the excess pipe. Okay. Hook that back up so everything north keeps running. Alright, so now I need to backtrack and say, okay, this green circuit build outputs some which go up there and some which go... Okay, you output... You're outputting 90 in this direction. And this is using, of your green circuit production, it is using 42 of it. Put a substation there so at least you can keep running. Alright. I'm not concerned with your excess production currently. All of your production is obviously going towards blue circuits. So let's take all of your production and you can be our first test dummy. So you're going to go stack. Okay, it's horrible when you can't find the things you want. Green. So this is what I want. I want that. Right there. I want all that to go away. I want green belt. In there. Why for you not output? Because they haven't arrived yet. Okay. So for clarification, that goes out there. That can go away. Then in theory, that belt that I just put down goes away. My inventory is full of crap again. My inventory has been emptied of whatever crap was in it. Okay. So green circuits coming in full speed. You're running. You don't have red circuits. Why don't you have red circuits? Oh, you do. You've got too many blue circuits. You won't output. That would help. Okay. You're all running. Yes. Okay. And this machine... These guys use 79. Okay. Let's shove a beacon in there, a beacon in there, and a beacon in there. 88. I thought I had the maths worked out on this crap. 90. Okay, obviously at some stage I over-trimmed beacons. So I want 2 beacons. No, they're all impacting it. Okay. So the answer is just move everything up a tile. Delete that, delete that. That's 32. Okay. That goes there, that goes there, that goes there. That's going to be awkward. Okay. Which means acid pipe can just go to there for the moment. You guys can just wiggle wobble for the moment. Okay, confirm you guys all run. Yes. Okay. Alright, so then the next build, which now no longer looks like that, but now looks like that. Acid is just a pipe. Yeah, that beacon's... No, actually, they can go over a tile. That didn't help. Come on, autosave. Okay. It's painful, but... Okay, that's a bit better. Alright, so you're outputting... what were you doing? You were doing this, and you were doing this. Okay, so that goes away. That goes away. That goes away. That goes away. That gets copied. That goes away. We're going to have you just do 2 green belts, same as the other one. Okay, then we want green belts down to there. All that goes away, please. Why 4 acid pipes do a wiggly wobbly? Which now means that copper belt can move, which sort of helps me. Not really, but sure. Okay, that goes there, that goes there. Alright, so this will do another lot of blue circuits out. With the same amount of green circuits in. Well, for green circuits in, yes. Alright, so we're up to 24 blue circuits. Oh, that's all unpowered. It's a feature. And we're aiming for 40, hang on, 20, what? 24? Which is more than our belt can carry. But it's not actually 24 because we're not actually feeding these guys at full speed. No, we're definitely not providing you 106 green circuits. Okay, well hang on, how does I pull that off? Does that bring it closer to 90? 103. Did I balls up the placement of beacons? Okay, 100. And you're like 108, right? 103. Why the difference? What did I do wrong? You have an extra beacon there. Okay. You're at 103. You're at 100. Okay, if I remove that. 100. Okay. Which basically means if I put that there, I could remove that beacon. Does that help? Nah, not really. Actually, if I put that beacon back and remove that beacon and put it here, 2. So that should still be 100. It is. That should be 100 as well. It is. And it's giving me a little bit more room up here to feed in the next belt, which I take because it looks better. Okay. Alright. So that's doing much closer to 23. And a belt does 25. I can always upgrade the belt, but let's just assume the belt's doing 25 and it's happy about it. And the fact that there's little gaps in there means I assume it's happy about it. That keeps flashing ingredient shortage. That one's working flat out because it's the first off the line. That one's happy, and that one's happy. Okay. One build of blue circuits. Oh, pipes. Okay. You're going to move up a tile. You're going to move up a tile. You're going to all go away. Okay, now I want to build the exact same thing in reverse. I want to have pipe, pipe, pipe. I want something that resembles this facing... that way, I think. Okay. The funny beacon, no, this, that goes on this side. That goes on that side. That goes in, that goes out, that goes in, that goes away, that goes away. That goes in, that goes out. Odd beacon goes there. Okay. So past where, so you have a beacon there and a beacon there, and that's our feeding belt. Yes. Then this build should look something like that, with a green splitter there. And this one should look something like the same, except you have no beacon there because you have a purple belt coming in with being fed by 2 green belts. So this should do 100 per... It does. So then, slide this up a tile. Then duplicate it. Except these belts come in. That's another launch. Yes, I can launch faster. So, thank you, Tom Morgan, for being the first launch of the episode. Your SubX spaceship is on the way. Should be delivered any day now, depending on international, interstellar shipping conditions. Okay, so you are doing a purple belt which goes that way, and a green belt that goes that way. So we're deleting. Ooh, I'd like that beacon back, please. We're deleting that. We're deleting that. We're deleting that. We're deleting that purple belt. We're doing another one of these. With 2 green belts of output, which I want to slice. I want 2 green belts with an output here and here. And we're going to run them down. And we already know that they're going into here. Okay. And you just need red circuits, which are going to be brought across this green circuit bus thingy via a purple belt. Actually, you somehow slid down a tile. Did you? Oh, okay. All the beacons seem to slid down a tile. Best way to do that is to copy that with nothing else. Yes. Create a blueprint. Put that in my inventory. Yeah. Move you over 1 tile. Set you to do bacons only. Yep. Swipe that. Swipe that. And then go back to this blueprint and paste it there. And then delete the useless blueprint. Thank you. Okay, so then that goes in there. And that gets plugged in there. And if you had power, you'd be happy. And if you output somewhere, I'd be happy. If somebody delivered some speed modules, I'd be even happier. Anybody? Anybody? Holy crap, we're out of speed modules? L. Module. Holy crap, we're out of speed modules. Yeah. Well, in that case, we already know this build works, so this can go. Does that give me any speed modules? It gave me 10. Oh, it didn't last long. No, in theory they exist somewhere on the map now. Okay. Why will you not go full speed? Acid. It's the simple things in life. Okay. So, that then makes that build run. Okay, so now we need to find 2 more belts of green circuits, which conveniently we have just found. That goes there. That goes there. We drag this down. We turn it. It goes in there. You come down to there. We could put that in there. And that in there. And voila. We should be making more blue circuits after you filter down. Oh, we're waiting on those. Okay, so that filters down. You have... So you technically have spare green circuits. You shouldn't. Haha. Hidden blue belt. Hidden blue belt. Bad blue belt. Okay. you now running 160? I gotta see the number drop. 150. 140. Yeah, the number's dropping. Okay. So, that's given us, not quite, but close enough to 47. Not quite 45, more like 44. 44 blue circuits per second, which are coming up here, being fed through here, and this is now running at full speed. I also have these excess red circuits, which we're going to do output priority left and output priority left, just to make sure this is running full speed. And then if there's anything excess, yeah, sure, I can go north. I have no idea what it does when it goes north, but it goes north. That's running beautifully. That's a spaghetti mess, but we're out of speed modules. But the spaghetti mess is running at full speed, so I don't even think I should tweak it, but I don't think I'm going to, especially when we have no speed modules in stock. That's pretty worrying, actually. Okay, acid comes up. Doesn't do that anymore. It comes sideways to here, and then up through. You know what? I'm not going to fix it. I'm not going to fix it. I'm just going to leave this mess how it is. Yeah, that's a belt that's not moving. Up through here. Oh, you've even got an excess. Yeah, we're even pushing the excess off to the network. Okay, so if that's the case, I want to do an inline buffer here with a big fat box. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. There's suddenly no buffer. Alrighty. So what we can do is we can make this a little bit smarter and do in. That way, items from this side of the belt and that side of the belt have a choice to go to either lane, which should mean we should run this belt at flat out speed, because you use a little bit of overproduction from either side of the belt. Oh, it's because that's facing the wrong way. There we go. Here, have my spare 30 blue circuits. Alright, so we're going to buffer here, and the idea is we'll just buffer up, I don't know, that many. Actually, why bother? Just buffer them all. Buffer them all. They're circuits, they're going to be useful somewhere. Hang on, the fact that bots are flying here to pick them up probably means... Yeah, that's pretty empty. And we did have buffers here. They're empty. They've been empty for a long time. Okay. So the answer is we're just not producing enough blue circuits. Hang on, the second build up here. Do you have a buffer? You did, but I removed it. Because you weren't producing enough, and now you look to be producing enough. Another thing I'm going to do is, even though... Hang on, we've got a minus 1.25, minus. So in theory, we do have some production that can eat these. If I put a single speed module in there... minus 300. Yep, that's what we're going to do. That way I can just eat speed. I can eat productivity 3s a little bit faster in case we end up with this situation where I have some overproduction. Because like this assembler ain't running. It's got nowhere output to, which is bad. I'd much prefer to see everything running full speed all the time. You output to that side, you output to this side, you output to this side. Yeah, it's a flaw in the build. And of course you are lazy, so you grab from the side closest to you. So realistically... that's what I want to do. Yeah, that'll keep it running a little bit better. But yeah, that's somewhat elegant even. And you're actually not running because you have no red circuits, or because you have blue circuits you can't output. Yeah, blue circuits you can't output. So the answer is this buffer here. I should probably put one down here. Or we just go, because we're rich. Rapid, normal. There we go. That one. That one. That one. To there. Green belt. Is that better? Not really. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and give you some green belt. No. It's still going. That's all rapid belt Mark 1. We're bringing it to here. We're splicing a good portion off. Sure. We'll just continue on our merry way. Oh, there's a bit of red belt in there. I guess it's not hurting anybody, but we'll fix that at the same time. Hey, there's gaps in the belt. Alright, I'll take it. So, that's our new blue circuit build, and this is where I'm going to call it for this episode. I have a feeling there's going to have to be some runtime between episodes, because I really need speed modules. It's going to be mainly this train that's just eaten, I have no idea, probably several hundred out of storage, because we obviously emptied the train to come up here and do all of this, and then when the train's gone back, it's had to refill. On a side note, our low density structure is doing awesome. I really hope... Did I change that combinator back? Yes. Yes, I did. Okay, so we have low density structures coming out the wazoo. Next job, I don't know, rocket control units? Rocket control units or... Nope, not rocket control units. I think the next job is trying to... Module 158, and I have another 130, so that's what, 280-ish. And we worked out originally this build used... That's what, half of a build? 275. That's with the moduled blue circuits. So maybe next episode we go do another build. Actually, speaking of builds, no, powers are okay. You'd be way better if you actually had pumps. You'd probably run better then. Consumption 103 of 103. No powers peaked out, actually. This lies to me somewhat, because this assumes that every single steam engine can maximize its throughput, and it can't. So yeah, I need to do 3 should do us, hopefully. Yeah, I'm surprised. We must be right on the edge. Right on the edge so much that it's not actually dropping any lower. Where is it? Yeah, I need some accumulators. think that's what I need. I need some accumulators. That way, if I had accumulators, I could see if they were fully charged or not. All right. So yeah, next episode. I don't know. Maybe we look at another spot to put up another module build. Yeah, I think that's probably the direction we're going to head in. No, actually, next episode we're going to come over here and we're going to tweak this because this is our bottleneck. In fact, faster. I have one fast and light drive in stock, and you'll get one out next episode. But we've been doing like 2 launches per episode, and we've stopped doing launches, and this will fall back to launching satellites if we run out of SpaceX components. Also, I'd like to do research. Whatever. I'm calling here for this episode. I've been rambling for too long trying to work out what we're going to do next. That's something I'll decide, and then I'll tell you all about next episode. So, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next episode. All right, bye.